Hi, welcome to Let's Play Guitar. Today we are checking out how to play Dark Times by the Weeknd and Ed Sheeran. So it's a pretty fun song to play on the guitar. It has some easy chords, only three or four chords required for the entire song. And you don't need a capo, and I want standard tuning. Alright, so we're going to look at the chord progression, and then we're also going to look at this lick over here. Okay, so you can find the timestamps over here if you want to skip to the verse, or whatever part you want to skip to. So let's begin. If you want to know how to play more songs by Ed Sheeran, go to my channel. I have a complete playlist for that. Alright, then let's begin. The first chord that you will need is A minor. Alright, so this is the A minor chord. Now this is an easier version where you have your first finger on the first fret of the second string, and these two fingers are on the second fret of the fourth and third strings. Okay, so but what I like to do is play this version. Okay, so here we are just using three notes. The first one is the fifth fret on the top string. This is the A note. Alright, and then if you know the bar chord, it goes like this. So here we just need these two notes as well. So I like to use my ring finger and my pinky finger to have it on the fifth fret of the second and first strings, and with the help of my middle finger I play the fifth note on the top string. Alright, and with this part of my finger I mute these three strings. Okay, so they are not being played. So I'm just playing this note and then this and this together. So you see, it kind of looks like a G chord, right? So that's A minor. That's the way how I am playing it. So first you want to play the top string, the bass note, and then you want to play the second and first strings together. Now when you strum, you're obviously going to pick the third string or the fourth string as well, but what happens is you are muting them with my middle finger over here by just keeping it over there. So even if I do like this, I'm just hearing these two notes because I'm muting the other three strings with the help of my middle finger. Alright, so the counting goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so on the first note you play the top string, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 4 you hit these two strings, so 4, 5, 6. As soon as you play the bottom two strings, the first and second strings, you immediately want to mute them. You don't want to let it ring, not like this. You just want to mute it instantly, like this. And how you do it is, you relax your fingers a little with your left hand. You lift them a little, not completely, but just a little to mute the sound. Okay? You see? This is how you play it. This is how you mute it when you take it off a little. So you don't have to remove it completely. So, okay, so you get that sound, and immediately you want to lift off a little, and you want to do the same thing on the other chords as well. Alright, so then change to the G chord. So for G chord, you bring this entire shape 2 frets back over here. So this is now the third fret and third fret and third fret, and you have the same concept, not playing the middle strings. Okay, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so from the beginning we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this chord is E minor. So for that, the bass note now is the open on the top string. Alright, and then you want to play these two strings together. The first and second strings are open together, and just to make sure, if you touch these strings, then you want to keep an E minor shape, because that's essentially the chord. Okay, so just, you can keep these two fingers on the second fret of the fifth and fourth strings. Alright, now for E minor, you have to mute this one as well. So what you do is, after playing the first two strings together open, I like to keep these two fingers over all of the strings. That way you mute the sound like this. Okay, because there we had our fingers on the note, so there we could just relax our fingers a little to mute it, like I told you before. But we don't have that when we play an open note. So you have to bring some finger over the note to mute it, over the string. Alright, so E minor will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and immediately mute it like this. Alright, so from the beginning we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is an F chord. I like to play it this way. Okay, you can play it this way also, but this is just easier for me. So I like to keep my, now you need these two notes over here. This is very important. The first note of the second and first string. So you have a little bar over here. Then your middle finger comes over the second fret of the third string, and these two fingers come on the third fret of the fifth and fourth string. So that's the chord. Alright, and you can also play the first note with your thumb over here, top string, if you want. Alright, but I'm using, the bass note I'm using here is from the fifth strings onwards. Alright, and do the same thing, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play the lower strings, 4, 5, 6, and immediately mute them. When you lift the chord a little, lift your fingers, then you mute the chord, like this. That's our first progression for the verse, alright? Do it one more time. This is the intro as well. This goes for the intro as well. E minor. Alright, now the chords change for the pre-chorus. Okay, for the pre-chorus, the lines are where Ed Sheeran goes, "This ain't the right time for you to fall in love with me." Here the chords change, right? "This ain't the right time for you to fall in love with me. But baby, I'm just being honest." Here the four chords change. We start with F major first. Okay, the technique will remain the same, like I told you. The counting and the strumming will all remain the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just start with the F chord. Then the next chord you want to go to is A minor. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here the chords change. The chord you go to is C now. Okay, so C major, first finger, first fret, second string, this finger on second fret of the third string, and this finger, sorry, second fret of the fourth string, and ring finger is on third fret of the fifth string. Okay, and the bass note over here is the fifth string, third fret. Okay, so you play that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you play the lower strings. Okay, this one. Okay, and again you want to mute it. So like I told you before, you can relax your fingers over here, keep them over the strings for C major, right? Like this. You can just bring them down to mute that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then go to G chord. Alright, so from the beginning, for the pre-chorus, "This ain't the right time for you to fall in love with me. Baby, I'm just being honest." G major. Do this whole thing one more time. "I know my lies did not make you believe." Now here, the strumming and the chords change. "Running in circles, that's right. In sometimes I'll be going back to." Okay, now then you go to the chorus. So here what we did was we were on C major chord, and you strum 6 times on the bass strings. So you can take it from the fifth string, fourth string, and third string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and when you count 6, you have to slide your ring finger and your middle finger 2 frets up. This will be now the 5th fret of the 5th string, and this will be now the 4th fret of the 4th string. But you want to make sure that you're not playing the top string. You just want to be playing the 5th and 4th strings with your right hand, with your pick. Okay, so running in circles, that's right. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the 4th note, 4th beat, you just mute it like I told you before, by lifting your fingers a little up. And another thing that you can do is with the right hand, you can bring your palm over the strings like this. That way you mute it like this. So running circles this time. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. In your dark times, I'll be going back to these streets. Now the chorus is kind of the same as your verse, because we start with same A minor chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be going back to this. Okay. Then you go to G major, and then you go to, after G chord you move to F chord. Okay, so instead of E minor you go to F. So in my dark times, I'll be going back to the streets. F chord, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then okay, so see what I did there. After F chord, I was again on F chord, and then I moved for a little while to G chord, and then I continued the progression one more time. So F chord, so from the beginning you get A minor, alright, to the streets, promising everything I do. So here what I'm doing is, after F chord, I like to play these notes individually, the 5th string, 4th string and 3rd string. Okay, it looks like an E shape. Okay, this shape of the F chord. So you just need 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, and then you move that 2 frets up to make it like a G chord, and play the same thing, and then continue with the same chord progression. So in my dark times, I'll be going back to the streets, promising everything I don't mean. In my dark times again, baby, this is all I could be. Only my mother could love me for me. In my dark times. After the chorus finishes, you go to this riff. In my dark times. Dark times. So what I'm doing is, let's see how to play this riff over here. So first you want to slide up to the 5th fret of the top string. I like to do it with my pinky finger over here. Then you want to hit the 3rd fret on the 5th string. So you get, after that, okay, you do a pull off from the 5th fret to the 3rd fret on the same 5th string, and then quickly you do slide from the 5th fret to the 7th fret on the same 5th string. So from the beginning you get, alright, once again, after that what you want to do is, you do a slide back from the 5th fret to the 3rd fret on the same 5th string, so you get, alright, so from the beginning. After that you want to do a pull off from the 5th fret to the 3rd fret, but now on the top string, the 6th string, right? So from the beginning you get, I'll play it slowly now. Alright? And then again repeat it by going to the 5th fret, okay, and then starting the whole thing one more time. Okay, so from the beginning you get, repeat it, but now you stop on, the 5th fret of the top string. You don't do a pull off again. The second time you just stop on the 5th fret. So do from the beginning. I'll go really slowly this time. You get this. Again. Stop. Okay, so this whole thing one more time. That's the riff. And then you begin with the second verse where the Weeknd starts singing. The same thing as the first verse. Like one let me burn the smoke. So coming down, creeping through. Okay, same thing. Got another man's blood on my clothes. Same as the first verse. Then you go to the pre-chorus, same as the first pre-chorus with like how we did for Ed Sheeran. Na, 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 na. C chord, baby, I'm just being honest. G chord, alright, same thing again. C chord. Then go to the chorus again, same as the first chorus with like we did for Ed Sheeran. I'll be going back to the streets, running in circles with in my dark times. Again, oh, I could be. In my dark times. And then you go to the bridge of the song where Ed Sheeran starts singing. So let's see how to play that. So now for the bridge, you move from F major. Okay, I'll just play a little. In my dark times I've still got some problems, I know. Drive way too fast but just moving too slow. Okay, so what we're doing is we've moved from F major, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then to the same A minor, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then go to C major, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, and then G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then repeat this one more time. And I've got something I've been trying to let go. Now here, like before, you go to C major, then slide up just like we did before. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In my dark times. And you go to the final chorus. Okay, so one more time, the bridge. C major, G major. Repeat it one more time. Got something I've been trying to let go. C. 8, 9, 10. Okay, and now in the bridge you count this 10 times. Okay, so this 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is 10 times. On the 10th time you stop and mute. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In my dark times I'll be going back to these streets. Okay, same thing. Making those promises I couldn't keep. In my dark times, maybe this is all I could keep. The good love me for me. One more time the chorus. Dark times, maybe this is all I could keep. The whole thing. And then in the end you do the same riff. Again. You can play this note again to end the song. Alright, so that is it for this lesson, Dark Times by Weeknd and Ed Sheeran. It's a beautiful song. It's very fun to play on the guitar. I hope you learned it, and if you did like it, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate all of your support, and I will be seeing you guys next time. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you are new, and we'll talk next time. Till then, goodbye.